we really just have to have a little bit of intention. We have to take a little bit of time. I'm not going to sit here and tell you have to sit down for 3 hours on Sunday night and make all your meals for the week. That concept has never really worked for our family. Maybe it has worked for yours, and that's completely fine. But maybe it's just 5 minutes. Is 5 minutes all you have that you can set some intention for the week when it comes to dinner time? We have to rein in a little bit and set some things on autopilot. So for us on autopilot are going to be breakfast and lunch. Breakfast, there's really only two options in our house for breakfast, and those are whole food smoothies. We do have a Vitamix blender. That was an investment that we made in our family and in our health several years ago. And the kids know and they look forward to that. They ask for that shake every morning. And we've also really gotten into overnight oats here recently. So I can make a batch for 2 or 3 days ahead of time. And that's on autopilot because the kids can really help with the process of making it. And then they can also just feed themselves when it's time for them to get it out and eat it. Another autopilot meal for us has really been lunches. There's really only two options for lunches in our house right now too. It's either a really big whole food salad where we've chopped a bunch of veggies and maybe have a little bit of protein, boiled egg or meat or whatever on top, or we're making some gluten-free bread sandwiches, and almost like we're packing them a lunch in the morning and they can just access it, whenever they get hungry midday. Snacks on us, also on autopilot. We set out the healthy snacks that we want our kids, that are going to be options for our kids, and that's just their only option, right? I don't sit there and have to, tell them like, you have to go in there and find something healthy to eat. Like the healthy stuff is just what we have, and that's just what our kids know. So, really making the healthy choice the easy choice, and just setting up your lives to be successful. You're going to be hungry. Your kids are going to be hungry. It's going to happen multiple times a day. We just have to actually plan for it. So when it comes to dinner, this is a thing that varies the most in our house. We really like to eat seasonally. So that means that when we're going shopping, or we're making our choices from a farmer's market, right now we have a delivery service from a local farm here in West Tennessee, where they are growing things seasonally and then they deliver it to us. So, I don't have hard and fast rules for what has to be for dinner. I have a couple of different rules or sort of themes that we go by, but because we eat seasonally, this is going to change, potentially week by week. So my rule of 5 is I at least set like what the main intention is for our dinner for at least 5 nights of the week. I'm not going to plan out all 7 because I know there's going to be leftovers. There could be other inspiration that hits throughout the week, or we may want to go out to eat. And I will tell you what our little rule is for going out to eat is we're not going to fall prey to, I just don't want to feel like cooking dinner, or we don't have anything prepped or ready, or we haven't gone grocery shopping. Like none of those things are actually true. They're really just a cop-out. What our rule is for going out to eat is we want to go out to eat for some sort of ethnic food that we have no patience or no intention of ever making. So Ethiopian food, Indian food, Thai food, something out of the ordinary. Takes a long time to prepare. I'm a simple cook. I don't want to spend, 3 hours simmering something or marinating things or whatever in the kitchen. So those are the things we go out to eat for, are the ethnic cuisines that we aren't going to find ourselves making in our house. So my rule of 5 is, set the intention. Like we have a dry erase board. Used to be a monthly calendar. Now we just use every week as a different family member, and at the very end is our dinner category. So I may just write, simple stuff like, we're gonna have beef this night, we're gonna have chicken this night, we're gonna have fish that night, we're gonna make a pasta that night, and we're gonna have sausage the last night, or something like that, where I'm really just setting like the protein of it, and then the sides will come in because those are gonna be